What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you a World of Tanks viewer-submitted replay that I will be doing a commentary on as per usual. Now, this is a submission from Bondar. It is on the new version of Swamps, and it is... No, wait, this is not the new version of Swamps at all, is it? No, this is 9.6. That hadn't come out yet. I am so wrong.
Move out.
But it is in his stock. Cheeto is... Oops. Okay, accidentally alt-tab there. If you're wondering what just happened, I alt-tabbed. But mistakes aside... I meant to just do this. How do I mess up Alt-Tab with V? I don't even know. That's just how good at commentaries I am, how professional I am. But he is platooned up with Danny DNX, a platoon mate in a T-150, a very solid Tier 6 vehicle for sure. And he is top tier in his team. However, that doesn't mean too much. I guess it's the best you can hope for when you're driving a stock vehicle. He said this is literally his third match in it, and he knew that being a stock vehicle, even top tier, he's not fit to fight. F2F. Or whatever you want that acronym to mean. That's usually what I use it in its capacity. So he goes off, and we're going to see him playing a bit more passively, but then we should ideally see later on in the match. Hello, Mr. Elk AMX, right here, using auto-aim to get some shots on him. And the KV-2 struggling to turn its gun. KV-2 known for not having the best mobility. And he will derp that Elk AMX. No problem. Now the 3601 pushing into the northern. This is pretty much how old Swamps was played. If you're playing World of Tanks right now, you know this is not the way Swamps is at all. And I think Swamps had got some good welcome revamp after the nightmare this one was, honestly. I mean, even this is a slightly modified version of the way it used to be, which was before in the center was nearly a complete dead zone. And now you see most of actually, wow, that's actually unexpected. Bondar's team is primarily centered in the central area. You know what I mean? Kind of primarily focused. Conglomerated? I don't know what kind of word you would choose to use there. But we're just riding this motivation train right out of the station. We're going right out of motivation station. If you can't tell, I am doing this right off the Lorraine one. I usually try and record my commentaries in threes. And if you want to know what's going on with my life at the same time these should be uploaded, should be a update video for my channel. So if you want to know what's going on with my life, just check that out, obviously. But enough shameless self-promotion. Looks like Bondar will get another, well, he didn't get the kill on that Elk, and he doesn't know if he's spotted. I'm pretty sure this vehicle being what it is, what tier it is, he doesn't have Sixth Sense. I could be wrong, but I don't recall it going off when that Elk kind of charged him, so clearly that would be a good indicator that he does not. Either that or the replay's just being silly and isn't indicating properly, which it wouldn't be the first time. But right now, he's actually done not too bad for himself. Over 550 hit points of damage dealt for a stock vehicle. Definitely not too shabby. And certainly, it's always kind of rough when you first get into a vehicle. You have to learn how to play it, how it works best, and you're still struggling to upgrade all the modules. Now, he said it's stock, but I'm not sure if he used any free XP to upgrade any components otherwise. I'm sure he had the Chi-Nu, hello, little bit of a lag, while everything was rendered right there, thanks to his Cromwell ally who blitzed forward. He will take another blind shot at those TDs on base, and a very not blind shot on this FB304. Possibly kill him if the 304 doesn't wise up and move here soon. 2 shots, and will he allow himself to die? Bondar takes the shot but does not get the kill, unfortunately. Now the Stug 3G is on base as well, Achilles sitting way back, and you can kind of see why this map was changed. Huge camp fest on kind of almost always the same areas. Not to say that isn't the case with a lot of maps, but it felt especially bad on this map. I think they released the statistics for this map, and they pretty much said this has the highest draw rate of any of the maps in the pool at the time. So certainly not what you wanted to see, but the enemy team slowly fighting to maintain their even footing here with Bondar's team. And I mean, his ally, Danny, has died. Where did he die? He died in the south. He crossed that southern bridge, which was quite often a big no-no. It was a very big gamble to make on this older version of the map, and it oftentimes ended with your death. But as we see here with Danny, The Achilles pushing around, not really aware that the Elk, for one, can one-shot him, and for two, has support. So the Elk does die, but not before the Achilles. There we go, will die for his transgressions. There we go. And the Cromwell does manage to pull away and get back. Hetzer pushing up the 9 line. Not sure how large of a threat that is, especially if the KV-1 wises up and kind of falls back to stop it, but clearly the KV-1 having no intention of doing that. The T-25, from what I hear, a fairly formidable premium tank. Not the best out there, but definitely a respected premium tank. I could be misinformed, however. I mean, that's always an option with me, but definitely being the primary focus of Bondar and that KV-1 apparently. Now, Bondar's team advantage, their tank advantage, is strongly rooted in artillery. So that can disappear very quickly. And right now, that Ram 2 and KV-1 are both getting shot up pretty badly. And Bondar needs to make something happen. He will get off some damage on that T-25, doing very well right now for a Tier 6 vehicle. And even though he is not fully upgraded, still managing to prove to be effective. Just goes to show that when you have teammates that are spotting for you, even a stock vehicle can be effective when sniping. In a good position, which he has been. He's been playing a bit risky. His tank isn't really all that hidden. It's actually pretty exposed up on top of this hill. He is running binocs, as we can see, to give him boosted view range for his his tank's pretty pathetic stock view range, as well as the fact that his crew is probably not trained up to 100%. I'm going to hazard a guess there. Looks like that tank was hit by someone else. I'm not quite sure if it was the Ram 2 or if artillery got a splash on him, and then was finished off by Bondar. Bondar seeing an opportunity, if his tank had the gun depression, to actually shoot. Oh, that was unfortunate. Excuse me. And that he really did not have the chance to kill it. Right now, though, he recognizes this Panzer IV-H, which I do believe is a Tier 5. Yes, it is indeed a Tier 5. Is pushing his friendly artillery. One of his few strengths at this point is having that artillery support, and he is a little bit exposed to enemy artillery. They do still have one piece left, although given its last spotted location in the south, not necessarily a threat. I mean, last spotted on the same line he's at, he's got some hills blocking it. It looks like the Panzer IV-H doesn't see him at all through these bushes, and will manage to possibly kill an artillery before he dies, although it is unlikely. Yes, he will get derped there. Actually, he didn't get derped. He got shot by the Ram 2, and by derped, I meant killed by a TD Artie. The Hetzer wanting to get a little bit of revenge. The T-25 proving to do just that, and getting another kill. Wow, the T-25 doing work for the enemy team. Kind of curious at what his post-game stats are going to be, but can't really focus on that too much at the moment. The Ram 2 still stuck in center, trying to fight off that T-25, not having a whole lot of luck. Will he survive? It's hard to say at this point in time. The Ram 2's been doing work, though, for spotting, definitely living up to a scouting role, despite being in a medium tank. Scouting roles are typically better served off in light tanks due to their better camouflage factor, but this T-25 possibly going to die right here, and his reign of terror has come to an end. Right now, this stock Cheeto is going to really struggle to make it come together. The one thing he has going for him, obviously, is the fact he is at full health. This Hetzer can really mess him up due to the fact that the Japanese medium line has virtually no armor, but he will not get the chance to do so. The Ram 2 still alive, and it is really down to Bondar in this Ram 2 to pull it together. However, like I said, my own personal experiences, I got to the Chiri and then kind of stopped, is the fact that these vehicles have virtually no armor and can quite often be shot from full health to kill Artie. Looks like that Ram 2, before he dies, will spot that Stug 3, getting Bondar kill number 6, that monster kill, and it really the only way Bondar wins this match is if he kills that artillery, which I don't believe has an incredibly good chance of derping him from full health. Not to say it couldn't happen. I do believe that the average damage on that thing is high enough to where if he penned him and he high rolled right, he could get the kill, but it is okay. Right now the T-25, who spent, let's keep in mind, most of the map in the same spot, right around this area where Bondar is at, who is now calling Bondar a camper Cheeto getting the victory. I'm like, well, yeah, you're not wrong, but at the same time, you were kind of camping too. You were right on these hills right here for the entire match, just poking over and taking shots. So you were kind of camping too. Just gonna put that one out there. Hypocritical kind of commentary is sometimes often the worst commentary that you can offer in a match. It's definitely a situation of the pot calling the kettle black. And right here, Artillery gonna come over, try and get a shot. He will miss, and that's pretty much game, set, match if Bondar can manage to get the kill. And I have full confidence in his ability to do so. Right now, he might have the shot. He's trying to get the elevation necessary, but unfortunately, not quite there. He's looking for it, and he might have it, but he's got to spot that Artillery first, who may have fallen back off the hill. In fact, I think it's quite possible he went into the Foxtrot 8 little sandy area in the water to save himself. Bondar definitely not thinking that. The Ram 2 certainly thinking that by saying other side, but looks like both of us are wrong. And Bondar is indeed the one who is correct in this case. But I don't know what VSOP means, or he's commenting on that Artillery whose clan tag is VSOP. But right there going GGG, GG no re, and we're gonna go to those post game stats and see how well pretty much everyone else did, because we already know how well Bondar did. And here we go, clearly earning Mastery Badge Ace Tanker, High Caliber, and Top Gun just really goes to prove the point that you don't need a fully upgraded, optimized vehicle to earn Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. You just need the right tank and the right situation with the right team. I mean, there are a whole lot of other factors other than, is my tank fully upgraded? And in this case, it was just a matter of playing the tank the right way with the right team against the right opponents on the right map. And again, a whole lot of things have to come together for a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. But we do see that Achilles, before he got killed, was doing quite a bit of work. The T-25 is where? Wow, I expected him to be higher. Oh wait, no. There he is. Yeah, he's third on the team. But I wasn't looking for the Panzerkampfwagen for sure. The Cheeto, however, just dominating, obviously. 2,700 hit points worth of damage and a tier 6 match as a tier 6 vehicle. Just amazingly impressive. There are plenty of tier 8s, tier 9s, tier 10s that struggled to get that damage on average. In fact, if you recall back to the previous commentary I just did on my Lorraine 40 ton, I didn't even get that much damage as a tier 9 autoloader. Granted, I could have played a bit better for damage, but I was more focused on the win and diverting the enemy team's focus, which clearly worked out in that one. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. It's all right. I'm still getting back into the swing of things. I'm always getting into the swing of things. What am I talking about? Still, not too much distance traveled, decent amount, but 44 shots fired, only 32 finding the mark and 26 actually doing damage, but it was more than enough. Just goes to show you don't always have to hit your targets with every shot. You just have to put enough let down range, and it matters. The spray and pray method, right? Just fire everything you got and hope enough connects with the enemy team to really make a difference. Certainly, definitely a good hard carry, as he so labeled it. Although I don't think you guys won't see that with the way I edit it. I should have kept that in mind. But anyway, certainly a strong carry by this stock Cheeto. So kind of a surprise, to say the least, for me. Like I said, it really does help to have a fully upgraded vehicle. But that's pretty much going to be a wrap up for this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if you've got a replay you think I should do a commentary on, instructions for that in the description below. But until next time, this has been Spang, and clearly I am just oh so professional.
MLG.